Hey everybody, Sarah Grillo here. Sorry that this is a little bit of an informal appearance, but I just finished my work. It's 9:30 at night, and I wanted to make this vid because I know that a lot of you out there are like, how do I answer questions in interviews, like these financial interviews, like at a hedge fund or at a financial firm? They're going to ask me technical questions. How do I answer? Okay, so I'm going to tell you how to prepare for these interviews. And by the way, you need one of these. See this? It's a telephone. This is actually all that you need to use, but you need to use it a lot, and I'm going to tell you exactly how to do it. So the first type, there are two types. The first type is questions that you can prepare for. So let's say that you want to become a portfolio management associate. What you would do is, in order to prepare, this is type 1, you would type in the title Portfolio Management Associate on LinkedIn. So listen, I need all of you to understand, this is your gateway to the world. There's more than, this is the age of big data. If you're not willing to embrace that, you're going to get left behind and you will not be able to compete. Let me say that again. If you are unwilling to embrace big data and to take advantage of the internet, you will lose to the competition who can. It's that simple. If you are willing to embrace the internet and ride the wave and take advantage of all that's out there, you will win, okay? 1. So you go to the person's job description on LinkedIn and you read. So for example, it says something like, as a portfolio management associate, I am responsible for constructing portfolios. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, so then you go, portfolio construction model. I am responsible for conducting asset allocations. Ding, 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 asset allocation model. And then you go to Google and then you type that in. And then also, because we live in the age of big data, there's some kind of company out there that has some kind of an asset allocation that they've published. I mean, you can't tell me that there's not. If you feel that there's not, post up right here and ask me, and I will find it for you, okay? I mean, give me some time here, I have kids and a business and the whole, and I also have to take care of Antonio there, so it's like having a third kid, but like, I actually don't believe that you can't find any information that you want to find on the internet, okay, legally, okay, not doing any funny business. But what I'm saying, the point I'm making here is, find out what the person's day-to-day responsibilities are, what are the questions that they answer in their jobs, and then since you want to have that person's job, what will you be expected to do in the job? And then go for it and use the internet to find those questions and how do you answer them. It's not that hard. What you could even do is, if you really wanted to be committed to this, you could call up one of these people or email them and offer to pay them to tutor you in answering these questions or conducting these models or conducting these evaluations or putting together a technical analysis like they do every day in their job. I mean, that would be a way to make 100% sure that you're going to be able to answer those questions in an interview. Preparation. Invest a little. Say to them, would you mind if I gave you $50 and we sat down for an hour or had a phone call for an hour? Because I really need to know how to value an equity security. You're going to pay them for their time. Somebody will agree to do it. There's somebody on LinkedIn that's an equity analyst working at a hedge fund that's going to take your $50, okay? Get a little aggressive. 2, the types of questions that you will need to answer in these interviews are questions that you cannot prepare for. So there are some companies that are going to intentionally knock you off your guard because they know that in the course of a day this is going to happen, and they're looking for problem solvers. They're looking for people that can overcome challenges and that they're not going to fall on their face or get discouraged and have a bad attitude or be unable to perform in that kind of a situation. So what they're going to do is they're going to ask you like these weird questions like, how many windows does the Empire State Building have? How many people are left-handed? What is your opinion on gun control? Okay, I mean, they're going to intentionally try to ask you these wacky questions, and then they're going to see how you think about it. So here, they're actually not looking for the answer as much as how comfortable are you? How do you handle yourself? Here, my advice is For type number 2, keep it as short as possible. Break it down in a logical fashion and get them involved, get their input at every stage, because you don't know the answer, you don't know where you're going with it. Kind of get them to clue you in, because most of the time they will. If you provoke them, if you try to tease some information out of them, try to work with them on it, because they want to see what it's like. You're simulating here what it's like to work on a situation together that neither of you might know the answer to, because that's what's going to happen in real life. So again, use this. See the theme? Use your phone for research. Use it to practice. You can videotape yourself answering these weird kinds of questions into your phone, and then watch what you look like. Am I the kind of person that I myself would hire if I were asked to answer this question? You see? It's very resourceful. Again, we see the technology. We live in the age of technology. There's no reason you shouldn't be using this. It doesn't cost you anything to go on the internet and to look at information. It doesn't cost you anything to record a video on your phone, watch yourself, say, you know, I don't like the facial expression that I made right there. You know, I don't like how I stuttered. I don't like how I was too long-winded and it didn't get to the point. It doesn't cost you any money, okay? It costs you time, and you're going to have to make an effort and work hard, but there's really nothing to prevent you from going and getting it, okay? If you have a cell phone. If you don't have a cell phone, then that's a different story. You should try to work and budget and save up so that you can get a cell phone, because that really is the window to the world. Many libraries have public computers that you can use for a short amount of time. You would have to be very diligent about going every day, because you can only probably go for half an hour at a time, but maybe many public libraries do have access to the internet that you can get, that you can use. If you have access to the internet, then the window of opportunity is open for you. If you don't, like I said, try to utilize public resources, or maybe consider getting a second job so that you can buy a phone or a computer or gain access to the internet somehow, okay? There, I told you how to ace a financial interview and the kinds of questions they're going to ask. Email me if any questions, okay? I'm sorry, or post here, whichever one you'd like. Thanks, and again, sorry for the informal appearance, but you know, working hard these days. Thanks everybody for watching.